Good morning.
Good morning, Peter.
How are you doing, Steve?
I'm good. How are you?
Couldn't be better. It's
Seeing
already.
you like this is as if you never left.
That's what I'm hearing right now. I start this little sooner, finish my work little sooner.
You're 2 hours ahead, right?
3 hours.
2 hours? Oh, 3.
3. Hi, Brenda. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, is this the official Giving Tree background now for everybody?
Wow. There are so many, but seems like this is like the most genuine or the calm background,
Yeah.
surprisingly. Brenda, how's your morning?
Good. It's been good.
Did you talk to the Ignacio yesterday?
I did, yes.
How did it go?
It is an I-10 loan, but he just wants to see if he can reduce his interest rate. So I sent him the application link, and I need to follow up with him today to see if he has any questions on completing it.
I see. All right. Good morning, Sydney. I think Chi is not joining today. She's
Okay.
going to attend different session. So Harrison, morning, Harrison. Harrison's gonna record our session.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. Good morning. What a day.
All right, we'll wait a few more minutes. Seems like we're short on a few people. Well, actually, On just texted saying he has bad receptions. We got a light group today, huh?
Even better, we can have an intimate meeting time.
Well, it's 2 minutes past, so why don't we go ahead and get started? Good morning, happy Tuesday, everyone. Let's go ahead and start it with a bang. You guys, let's go with wins for the week, guys. Who wants to start? It's really
I'll start.
Yeah, awesome. See, there you go.
So I got a call from a client who I turned down for a home loan 5 years ago.
Whoa.
This was rare because, as I do with everybody, I gave her very specific instructions on what needed to be done in order to purchase their first home. And I got to tell you, when she called me, she actually recited the notes that she took from 5 years ago and went by every single line and explained to me how it was improved and how they're ready to buy a home now.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah. First time in all the years I've done loans, first time someone actually did what I told them to do and called me back and told me, hey, we fulfilled everything you asked us to do and we're ready to take the next step.
Wow, that's amazing. And has there been like any dripping on your end?
With her?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I never reached out to her after I spoke to her 5 years ago because I honestly, they were far from being ready.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it was gonna happen. And you know what? I'm wrong.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, if that's not a reminder to always work your not only past clients but just leads, right? You know, some people get hundreds, of leads, and that accumulate to thousands of leads over, career span. And yeah, that's why, from that standpoint, a CRM is important to keep dripping on people. That's great.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, Ragnar. But to be honest with you, I think the true lesson that I learned from this, right? Even if you're speaking with somebody who's not ready and in your mind think that they may never own a house, take the time with that final call, and really lay out a roadmap for them, right? I think with them, like, and she told me, she goes, I remember everything you told me, and you drew a path for us.
Yeah.
And we have something to aim for because you were able to kind of paint us a picture. So, if anything, whether you think it's a good call or a bad call, just treat everybody as if they're willing and able.
Absolutely.
Because you don't know, right? Because it could be a 12-month thing. It could be a 5-year thing. Who knows? But I think it's really important to leave that last impression of you being the professional and the consultant who's really guiding them.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, that's something that you and I have shared, in your approach. There's different approaches to our industry, right? You can just be that one-time sales guy, quick call, get on, get off, or you're building relationships that hopefully last. But with that, you're building a reputation. So that's great. Awesome. Let's see. I don't know if Freddie or Ian can hear me. You guys have a quick win? Ian, Freddie? Either one of you?
You hear me? I was having some trouble earlier.
I'm here. Let's start with Freddie.
All right. let's see. Last week we got something in underwriting last week, so that's a win. And I was in training last week, so that was great. Personally, I got a lot out of it. So I would say that's my win for last week.
Hey, Freddie, if you don't mind, we have a lighter agenda today. So if you don't mind sharing with us your experience at UWM's.
Yeah, no problem. So if you guys don't know, but there's a lot of opportunity with UWM in terms of training and taking advantage of, of just learning opportunities. They have a bunch of classes lined up. Most of them fill up quick. But the good thing is that fly you out there. They pay for your hotel and your flights. Obviously, you just got to cover your food expenses and stuff. But it's a good opportunity to learn, especially for newer loan officers or processors, or even for seasoned loan officers to take advantage of networking. They have classes for LOs and real estate agents. If you want to partner up with a local real estate agent, make it look like it's your own dime or whatever. I mean, they're willing to work with you. They're willing to fly out a business partner with you for training to anybody basically involved in the loan process, whether you're a processor, whether you're a loan officer, or you're looking to network with maybe local agents. They have different classes, different programs, so check it out. The classes, like I said, fill up quick. I took a class called the Wholesale Mortgage Basics. So, and I would say that half of it was pretty much a refresher for me, but there was a lot of good information. They tailor everything, obviously, to UWM products and culture. But you get to see a lot. You get to see the self team working live. You get to see the underwriting team working live. You get to meet your underwriters in person. So it's a good way to build relationship with the underwriters. You get to meet some executives if there's a chance to do it. And I think it just solidifies a little bit the relationship with the lender, but also it's more for learning and networking. So I would encourage it. I mean, it's straightforward. Why not? Not many lenders can tell you, "Hey, I will fly you out here for a 3-day class," and on me. I think it's a good opportunity. There's different levels of classes, so it just depends on your skill set. You just got to go on the website and see what's available, what's coming up down the pipe, and then book your spot.
What's the biggest? I guess the one thing about UWM that separates itself from whether it's product or underwriting that distinguishes itself from everyone else?
From what I saw, I would say that obviously, like I said, the classes are tailored to preach, obviously, UWM's product, services, culture. But I think while I was there, I was able to talk to a lot of different people that actually use UWM's a lot.
Okay.
And they tell me that it's never going to be the best pricing. They know that.
Okay.
But execution is huge as long as you follow. I guess there's a system and a process that they have in place, and so everybody says they're fast, they can close super fast. So I haven't had any experience with that. That's what I'm bringing back. That's what I hear.
Uh-huh.
But people say execution over price. Sometimes, especially on purchase deals, they can get things like funding. So maybe you guys can corroborate whether or not that's the place. But that I'm just giving you. Basically the message they drive while you're there.
Yeah.
And people actually talk about it. Loan officers say, "Hey, you know what? I closed fast with them. My realtors are happy." That's all I hear. So I think it's fast execution. That's what people talk about.
Okay, good.
Now that's what I hear. And for somebody who's starting, they put you through, depending on a class too, right? Depending on what class you take. They get people excited. So if somebody's starting, I think it's good to get people excited, to get them to create a business plan, to remind them what are the ways to win, to get their business going. It's a good way to also motivate people.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good. Very
So
good.
what, so is it true?
Yeah.
Is
many-
it true that they're fast closing and all that? Because that's all I hear. That's all I heard. You know, the 3 days I was there.
How many agents did you take?
I didn't take any agents. You know, this was a fast, like a fast plan. It was a last minute thing. It was the only class that was available when I talked to Trent. And so I wanted a different class, but it was filled up. So the mortgage basics was the only class that was coming up in the next 90 days.
Gotcha.
And I still decided to go. So, you know.
Gotcha. Right on. Right on. Very good. Well, thank you. And thank and kudos to you for taking initiative to take to go. That's awesome. Ian, got a win for the week?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I think it started from last week. I went to the Originator Connect, saw some old familiar faces.
That's right.
A lot of vendors were there. A few vendors that were actually familiar with Giving Tree. I think it was First Republic. I forget her name. A couple more individuals. More of the same. You have a lot of non-QM vendors out there. It just tells you, you know, DSCRs are pretty much the same across the board. But
what do you mean by that?
Well, they have the same. It's basically the same offering. They're kind of like tripping over each other, you know. It's just really it just tells you, you know, the only way you can really differentiate yourself is providing value, right?
Yeah.
So irregardless of one may offer this, the other may offer that, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So to rubberneck which lender's better, I think the takeaway for me is really look within is how do you provide value?
Yeah.
Right? You become commoditized.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't stop by any of the companies that we're already familiar with, other than maybe saying hello to them because they're just sitting there by themselves. That's kind of like one of the takeaways. The ones that are being offered out there, at least 3 or 4. One of them is Homelight. I forget the other company is buy now, sell later. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, whereby, you know, all they need is a letter of intent to sell their property in order for them to qualify and buy the other. So by having that letter of intent, you can bracket the mortgage obligation so they can qualify for the proposed house.
Yeah.
So letter of intent for the departing resident. I thought that was pretty neat. I reconnected with 2 of my previous clients yesterday, so that's good. I got one agent that's going to that I actually already changed the MLS description, for which he's offering the 2-1 buy down, and he's going to insist that I do the loan once they have an offer come in.
Very good.
So that's hopefully, and then I found EMP to do one of my. Hopefully, it gets approved. Brenda's a big part of, you know, getting that packaged up. EMP Peter helped getting us on board with them again. I don't know why we weren't, but we're back on their roster, be able to submit loans to them, because it's a VA loan that I have. It's taken. It's kind of like, you know, we kind of have to look around for a lender that will actually accept a VA loan that you can use it's like another subsidized income for the borrower. In order for him to get that, he has to go to school. Not a lot of lenders are accepting that, except EPM. So it's a purchase deal. It's just been kind of sitting on the sideline. We can't find anywhere to place that loan. So we were assured by the AE that they'll take that income. So
Awesome. Very good.
hopefully we get that going soon.
And who was the sender again, you said?
EPM.
Oh, EPM. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
EPM mortgage.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's familiar. Great. Thank you for that. Did you, by the way, did you see on there, or you guys?
No, we didn't get to reconnect. But he did go to the Sunday continuing education.
Uh-huh.
So I plan to go. but I got invited to the after party, and the liquors were flowing, and I couldn't get up.
Right. I'm sure there's stories that you don't want to rather not share on this one, right?
And pictures.
I'm sorry.
And pictures. Just
And pictures.
Just
All right, we'll cut it off there.
We have time.
yeah, help me out here, Ragnar.
Yeah. Who else is on? No one. Is that it? Yeah, my win for the week. I told Peter this. I know it's going to be a lighter itinerary. I didn't want to share too much in products and programs as we've been going over it for many weeks now and months, and just wanted to take a quick pause, check in with you guys, wrap up any of the products and the products that have been introduced to us, and maybe you've utilized it, whatnot. So my win is this. It's two, and I'll try to be pretty concise. So long story short, I had a refinance. So do you guys all remember? So how about this? Talk about utilization of programs. You guys all remember the Change Wholesale no income program, right? The community second, right? There's no income, truly a no income program. Mine is an investment property. But it was a primary residence, and now she rented it out. 83-year-old lady moved in with the daughter. So back in November, December-ish, I closed my first Change Wholesale community mortgage product. It was awesome. You do an appraisal, get the updated EOI, the mortgage clause update, run credit, and pretty much it, right? True to form, one of the most easiest programs I've ever done. Okay, there's no income validation whatsoever. Okay, we get that done. At that time last year, right, rates have fallen down. So I think right now par rate with 1 point, it's about 8.75 or so. When I did it, it was 9.375. Okay, charged a point and a half or two, regardless, right? Get it done. Now we're in August, and they want to refinance out of that 8.375. So, and they wanted to pay it down. So I've been, the past few, or about a month ago, we were shopping it around, right? We submitted it to Carrington, we submitted it to Rocket, and for one reason or another, we were running into issues. And so this is the issue. The issue was that the borrower, 83-year-old on Social Security and Medicare, she doesn't have any assets to her name, or at least she doesn't have cash to her name, right? So you guys I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe you're in a much, a different situation, but for those who are of age, 65 and older, probably 62 and a half and older, if you're on Medi, you're receiving Social Security, you can't have a lot of money in your bank account. That's just the bottom line, right? I've gone through it with my parents. I'm still going through it. So intentionally, there's no money in this borrower's account. However, because she's of elder age, she lost her husband 2 years ago. She moved in with her daughter, my friend, and she said the mom set that primary resident as a rental property now. So we're going with DSCR. Okay, the bottom line is we're going DSCR, and we did get it approved by Carrington. However, reserves was the issue. Okay, we would have to wait 2 months or whatnot to season the funds because she does not have assets to her name. Okay, so after looking again, okay, another practice that I've shared with you guys, after receiving some emails from WMB, okay, we're funding today. Okay, so we're funding this $1.38 million loan, charged 2 points. Got a rebate of 2 points. So I want to show you that. And the borrower is getting a better rate than the 7.75 or the 7.5 that we initially coded. So not only is this borrower getting a better rate, okay, we were going to have to charge her, or I was going to have to charge her out of, $20,000 or whatever, because there's no rebate with some of the lenders. But not only is she getting a better rate, but basically she's getting this at no cost. I really could have made maybe about $40,000, $50,000 if I really wanted to on this file. I chose not to, guys. Okay, so WMB really pulled through. Again, the terms were just better. And by the way, this is on a no PPP. Okay, so think about that right now. Let that sink in. I am selling, or this borrower rather is getting a no PPP investment property DSCR, no ratio, okay, and virtually no cost, okay, no cost. What else? Lower rate at 7.375 on a DSCR, right? You guys know right now, conventional loan, you know, with a 1 point build-in on a primary, you're getting at what? 6.625-ish, 6.75, right? If you're being aggressive on the rebate. But, investment properties right around 7 perhaps. But look at this one here. Okay. WMB. Okay, this is WMB. The lender, I guess it's under, their broker name is under Fidelity Lending Solutions. That I don't know, but 7.375. Okay, have an 8.375. Sorry, 9.375. So they're discounting it, lowering it at 2%. Okay, I charged about 2% here. Okay, but look at this. They're getting a credit of almost the same amount, right? So the borrower was super happy because she's like, oh my goodness, I get a lower rate and I don't have to come out pay discount points. It was a win-win.